What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we are back with the Girl Gone London channel. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe. I'll put her channel link as well as this video link in the description section. We got this video is for history nerds and engineers. I got to say that I am not a history nerd nor an engineer. We'll see how I enjoy this video. If you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit the join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's dive right in.
If you've ever tried assembling furniture where nothing quite fits together, every screw is a different size, every hole seems like it's a different diameter, you know it's absolute madness. Now imagine that's not just your furniture, but everything. Every machine, every repair, every construction project. Welcome to life before 1841, when one brilliant British engineer decided that enough was enough. Hi and welcome back to the Girl Gone London channel. I'm a dual American and British citizen, and today I'm about to tell you the fascinating story of Joseph Whitworth, the man who quite literally helped hold our modern world together. You see, we take standardized parts for granted today. If you need a replacement screw for something, you just go to the hardware store.
Yeah.
But in the early 1800s, every single manufacturer was basically doing their own thing. It was complete chaos. Now, Whitworth looked at this chaos and he was like, guys, there has got to be a better way to do this. But here's where he proved that he was a genius. Instead of actually creating yet another standard, he became sort of an engineering detective. He traveled across England, collecting thousands of screws from different manufacturers, studying them meticulously, and measuring everything down to the smallest detail. Now, let me paint you a picture of his dedication. This man developed measuring tools so precise they could detect differences of 1/10,000th of an inch. That's like splitting a human hair into 100 pieces and measuring each one. And remember,
That is legit insane to create tools that were capable of this. She said like splitting a human hair into 100 pieces and being able to measure each piece. Like the way when you explain it like that, that's actually crazy. That he created a tool capable of doing this, and I didn't know. Like, I guess I should have probably assumed back in the day, right? Everybody was doing their own things. Everybody making their own screws, so none of these screws compatible with each other. So you can't just go down to the hardware store and get what you need because all these manufacturers want to do their own thing instead of making things easy for everybody and making things compatible.
this was 1841, so he didn't have computers or electronic devices, just pure mechanical ingenuity. But his real breakthrough came when he started looking at the actual shape of screw threads. Everyone else was using sharp and angular threads, like tiny triangles wrapped around the screw. But Whitworth realized that rounded threads with gentle curves actually were far superior. And when I say this is revolutionary, I am not using my American exaggeration. I mean it literally changed the course of history. During the Crimean War, British forces had a massive advantage because their weapons and machinery all used standardized parts. While other armies were struggling with repairs and replacements, British equipment could be fixed quickly and efficiently. It was like having a universal mechanical language while everyone else was off speaking different dialects they were trying to decipher.
It's insane because like from people who like don't know about like even the smallest like piece of equipment and how it can hold things together, you take it for granted. You never imagine like something as small as that could be the big advantage in a war, right? You're able to fix your weapons quickly while the others got to find the repairs, got to find the right parts. It's taking them a longer time, but because you're using these standardized um, under the Whitman, what is it, standardized screws, you're able to fix your guns quickly. You're good. You can keep going forward, but it's just tiny things like that, which is, I mean, really not a tiny thing, but you just don't really think about unless I feel like you are an engineer or history nerd and you're like big into the stuff.
The impact was so massive that Queen Victoria herself took notice.
Wow.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. When other engineers tried to improve on Whitworth's design with their own sharp-angled threads, they quickly discovered something fascinating. These supposedly better designs kept failing under stress. The rounded threads that Whitworth believed in distributed force much more evenly, and this made them significantly stronger. Now, Whitworth's work also changed manufacturing. Before him, if your machine broke down, you had to either get parts from the original manufacturer or have new ones custom made. After him, any competent machinist could make replacement parts that would fit perfectly. And the ripple effects were enormous.
Yeah.
Factories could now mass produce parts with total confidence that they would fit anywhere. Repair costs plummeted and machine reliability skyrocketed. The entire pace of industrialization accelerated. It's not an exaggeration to say that Whitworth's standards helped build the modern world. Even today, Whitworth's influence is everywhere. That garden hose you used this morning, Whitworth threads. Your grandfather's vintage camera, Whitworth threads. His standard became so universal that we still use his basic principle, even though many countries have switched to metric measurements.
Yeah.
Think about that for a moment.
That's insane.
In our world of...
That's pretty dope how he did. He kind of changed the world, basically. He changed the world. And with his circular threads that I guess nobody could really replicate or improve on back in that time, he was a go-to guy. And now when you look at today and how things are done, maybe somebody has improved on it, but all the idea came from Whitworth's his threads. Like, we got him the thing. So like I said, you don't really think about it in the sense of, to me, it's just this small thing to go to the hardware store, get the right screw, get the right thread, whatever you need. And he said even in the water hose. Like, when you truly sit here and have it explained to you and the impact that it's had in the world, it's insane.
Constant upgrades and planned obsolescence, here's an invention from 1841 that's still in use today. And the best part is Whitworth didn't stop at screw threads. He applied the same methodical, precise approach to everything he worked on. He developed industrial standards for all sorts of measurements and tools. He was like the Leonardo da Vinci of precision engineering, except his works weren't just beautiful. They were practical solutions. So the next time you're assembling furniture or fixing something around the house, take a moment to appreciate those perfectly formed threads. They're not just holding your stuff together. They're carrying on the legacy of a British inventor. Now, I hope this story has helped you appreciate how something as seemingly simple as a screw standard could have such a profound impact on our world. Remember that sometimes the most revolutionary changes aren't flashy or dramatic. They're the quiet solutions that make everything possible. Thanks for joining me on this journey through engineering history. As always, leave your comments below. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Again, it's just kind of crazy how that works out. Like she said, the great things that change the world aren't the flashiest things, but something small as the screw thread. That's all we've got. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, get a bit of thumbs up, check out the next. I'll see y'all next time.